Welcome to another edition of Cool Places Across America with CNL. I'm Chuck. Lori's inside. Once again, we're off for another adventure. Leroy's coming along with us. You may remember from an earlier video, we did the CV Rail Trail, the Cumberland Valley Rail Trail from Newville south, but we didn't make it all the way down. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to go to the farthest end of the trail from where we're at, and we're going to hop on one of the trailheads in Shippensburg. We're going to do a little hiking there. Then we have a surprise for Leroy because we heard there's a dog park nearby. And then maybe we'll find something to eat, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. But that's coming up next on Cool Places Across America with CNL. Hey Leroy, you ready to go for another trip?
Go.
Well, it's that time of the video where we ask you to please subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications on future episodes. Now back to the show. Okay, we made it to the trailhead in Shippensburg. This trailhead is actually at the Shippensburg Township Park. It's one of multiple trailheads along the Cumberland Valley Rail Trail. And if you remember from our last time we did this trail, we did a part of it up in the Carlisle area, the Newville area, actually. This time we're at one of the Shippensburg trailheads. It's a nice park. There's ball fields at this trailhead, and we'll show you here in a few minutes. There's a bathroom. There's some directional signs. There's a playground. And for Leroy, after the walk, there's a dog park, and he's pretty excited about that. Now, if you're coming to this trailhead, there are exits for Shippensburg off of I-81. And if you're familiar with the Pennsylvania State system of higher education, Shippensburg University is nearby, and actually it runs through part of the campus, which is pretty nice. I can see their water tower from where we're parked. But for now, let's get out of the car. I'll show you around, then we'll get this walk started. Like you saw up at the Newville trailhead and up in that section of trail, once again, there's a bunch of these markers around so you can learn a little bit about the area. This one gives a little bit more about the Cumberland Valley Railroad and how it was used during the Civil War. And this one over here talks a little bit about the agriculture in the area. And it's right here at the start of the trailhead. Okay, we've been walking for a little bit. We just crossed the road, Britton Road, as you saw back there, and we're back on a cinder trail. Leroy, he's been a little stinker on this trip, on this hike. You saw he's been picking up a lot of twigs on the way. He's used the bathroom a few times. He's just not behaving. And again, if you have any advice for us on how to train him to be a better dog on hikes, let us know. Put it in the comments below. But for now, we're going to keep hiking, see how far we can go. It is a nice trail, very flat. Again, back on cinders. And you can see from the surrounding, in the summer, it's probably a beautiful hike with the trees and shade and so forth. Okay, as we're walking, you saw we just left a sign. That was really a neat historical sign. Talked about a train accident during the Civil War that occurred in the area when another train hit a stationary train, and a bunch of troops were killed from the northern soldiers. And it gave a little bit more history of the area and the dangers of the early railroads. So that was kind of a neat little tidbit here. This trail is a pretty nice one. It's flat, as I've said before. Leroy is getting a little bit better, so we'll see how he continues on this hike. But we're enjoying it. It's really nice. And again, if you're in this area, there's 2 exits for Shippensburg off of I-81. Probably the quickest way to get there would be I-81. Route 11's nearby as well. Okay, when you're on this trail, there's a good chance you might run into some farm animals. We've seen cows, we've seen some goats. There are spots marked for that. You might even run into some horses as well. Of course, there are other people with their dogs here. There's joggers, there's bikers, a lot of people out walking, kind of enjoying it. And actually, pretty impressive. The farm fields are actually starting to turn green in February, which is nice to see after the winter. But for now, we're going to keep walking, and eventually we'll get to that dog park for Leroy to burn off some more energy. Okay, we're getting towards the end of this walk on the Cumberland Valley Rail Trail at the Shippensburg Trail. We're gonna head back to the car first, and then we're gonna drop some stuff off, make sure Leroy gets some water. Then we're gonna head to that dog park for him. Okay, as you can see, we couldn't stay at the dog park too long. There was a very aggressive Dalmatian, and we didn't want to leave Leroy in a dangerous situation. And unfortunately, that owner just did not have that dog under control. In fact, I think Lori was the one who separated the dogs as the other owner just kind of watched. It's kind of a shame. And, Shippensburg dog park, just a couple bad owners in there, unfortunately. So we're going to find something more fun to do.
Harder than I want, but it's very good.
What kind did you get?
Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
I usually get grape nut, but I thought I'd get Almond Joy today.
So I got tea berry. We're here at Leo's in Carlisle. I got some tea berry, one of my favorites. Tea berry's very good here. You never go wrong here at Leo's. Okay, so what we ended up doing is driving to a ice cream store called Leo's. I had the tea berry, which I love, and Lori had
Almond Joy.
Almond Joy. Was it good?
Yep, it was very good. Had a lot of coconut in it.
Yeah, and this is a really good ice cream. This isn't where we had originally planned to stop for ice cream. There was another place in Shippensburg that we went, but it was closed. So we figured, we knew about Leo's. They have a real good reputation in the area. So we drove up to Carlisle and got a scoop of 2 different types of ice creams to try, and they're both very good. But this is where we're going to end this episode. And I want to thank everybody for watching today's show. And we greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel, like this video, help us grow a little bit, and we'll keep producing these shows. But for now, from cool places across America, we'll see you now. We're out.